YouTube? This is GeoStealth R1, and I'm a little bit under the weather, but I've been having a lot of questions that have been asked to me about. There was a video that I was throwing out of naming RCs, and a lot of the fans and newcomers to the show asked me, "What's up with that Erevo? You know, why are you calling it Ripsaw and everything like that?" So I kind of thought I'd give it the Erevo a little bit of a rundown and the reason why it was named that way. So one of the fans ended up naming the this RC Ripsaw, which conceptually it was taken from a G.I. Joe tank type vehicle that looked pretty similar to this. So I thought that was pretty cool on how they were able to get up a name with this. Now, people are going to ask, do you have any run videos? I do have a snow run video with this, pretty quick. So if you want to check that out, check out my other videos. You should be able to find it. That being said, I'm going to go over the parts that have been installed in this Erevo and what am I going to be doing as of late with the Erevo. So as you can see from the top, this is a custom Traxxas body that was painted black and with the custom GeoStealth R1 decal in orange. Other things that have been done: fully RPM'd out between, well, at this point it's only the arms. Before I used to have the hub carriers, and now because of the Interg adaptive carriers that I have over here, I had to change that out. So that was the initial change on that feature. Talking about Interg, as you can see, these are the Interg tracks. Now when you do purchase these, from what I found out, you recently can get them in with the carriers on them. When I bought it, it was separate, and then you had to pay another $40 for front and another $40 for rear. So hopefully that has changed and people are able to acquire this. So let me take off the hood and just show you what initially I have here. Let me get the camera a little closer for you guys to get a little bit more of an in-depth look on this RC. Now, I ended up taking this off real quick. This is my Dusty Motors shroud. I utilize this because I do not want the internal parts to have rocks and stuff like that. This is also water repellent, and in my snow video I used this with the original Mamba Monster 1 ESC. This whole area was bone dry. So definitely a great additive piece. It's around 26 bucks. Go check them out. I definitely recommend them. Following up with that, as you can see, there's a few things that I have adapted onto this RC. I've thrown in my wire mesh. It's all black right here. This is a VG Racing cage. If you never heard of them, definitely check them out. They're almost indestructible. I in actuality stood on this cage with it not flexing a bit. So I thought that was a pretty cool buy to acquiring that. I do have a sway bar kit. Now, I bought the sway bar kit. People are going to ask, why do I have a sway bar kit if I have these type of tracks on it? I bought the sway bar kit when I was running the Proline trenchers. Now, you know, I'm not, so I just didn't take them off. Other things, as you can see, I am rolling with the shock covers, which are black. I like them. They give a little bit more of a touch to the RC. Full RC screwed out from front to back. I do have the Traxxas steel drive shafts for the front and rear and in the center drive shafts. Also, other things, I do have RPM front and rear bumper on this RC. It's kind of weird because I did crack this bumper right here and I have not sent it back to RPM, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Now, initially I was going to change out my servos, but I opted not to, and I never had any issues with having the Traxxas servos on there. So definitely I would say there's no reason at this point for this type of RC. A lot of people wouldn't recommend to have these type of servos there, but I have them there and I haven't had any problems. I'm still running the stock rock shockers on this. This is a Castle Creations 2200 kV motor with a fan adapted to it. More wire mesh that's coming over here, And this is also controlled by my Spectrum DX3R Pro. Other than that, that's where I'm at with this RC. What upgrades am I gonna come on with this RC? I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to stop running the 3-cell and just start, keeping it with the 2-cell, because with the 3-cell adapted to this, it's just too much of a pain to have that type of power with this RC. So this is the RC. This is Ripsaw. Like I said, I apologize for my voice being out of whack right now. One thing I am going to adapt into this RC once I do get it, I am going to change the drive shafts out. I'm probably going to go with the TVR drive shafts. Supposedly those are indestructible. That's going to be the next upgrade. I'm going to take these steel drive shafts and throw them into my Summit. So that will be on future upgrades. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of a lot of the new people that have joined the channel, and I wanted you to be interested on the type of RCs that I hook up. Rate, comment, subscribe, and to all my fellows up in YouTube, later.